In this video, we're gonna go head to head to see who can create the best vivarium. On one side, we have our chief scaper designer, vivarium builder, with over 10 years of experience and dozens of tanks, against me, who's never built a vivarium by myself before.
To even the playing field, we're both going to be given budgets based on our skill. I get a very humble budget for this challenge, okay? Only $100, which I am going to need to stretch over a tank, hardscape, plants, a light, everything you need inside of a vivarium. And my opponent is going to be Jane.
I've definitely seen William build tanks before. I've helped him build tanks, but I've never done one from start to finish. So I think I'm gonna need a little bit more help. So we're gonna give me a budget of $1,000.
All right.
Thank you.
Spend it all in one place. Today, we'll see what matters more, budget or experience. We'll show you guys how we build our tanks and reveal each of our tanks at the end, and you can comment down below to vote and choose the winning tank. The winner's tank is going to stay in our house as the permanent home for some little geckos that we got recently, and the loser's tank will have to be rehomed and sold or given away, but it's going away.
Dun dun dun.
May the best scaper win.
A quick reminder in case you're new, this is a vivarium. It's a small, beautiful slice of nature filled with plants and animals. Each vivarium needs a few things like a drainage layer, soil, plants, lights, and cleanup crew. Our builds will need to feature all of these, but the competition will really come down to who has the best looking tank. First, we both need to get some supplies.
All right, the first thing I'm gonna need is a tank. So a brand new 12 by 12 by 18 costs almost my entire budget, it looks like. So we're gonna have to start browsing for some used options, okay? I like to use Facebook Marketplace. You usually find people getting rid of tanks when they upgrade their pets' enclosures or if their pets have passed away. So, okay, it looks like we've got a few within driving distance. So let's DM a few people and see if there's any takers.
And while he does that, I'm gonna be ordering my tank online. The new Exo Terra Pro just came out and I'm really excited to try it. So let me just add that to cart and it's on the way.
After a couple failures, I finally found a used 12 by 12 by 18 Exo Terra for sale within driving distance, and it's only $40, which is about half price. So let's go grab it. It's seen better days, but it's still got the previous owner's scape in here. So maybe we can save some sticks or something. I'm gonna start by cleaning it out. I've only got $60 left, so I'm gonna save the substrate and gravel. I really can't afford to let anything go to waste. It looks like this scape was pretty old, so the spray foam has kind of detached from the wall, so thankfully all I have to do is break it into pieces and slide it right out. Easy to disassemble. I'm giving the tank a nice good scrub with a razor scraper to try and get all the years of dirt and grime off. There's a few scratches here and there, but I mean, that's the price of a discounted tank.
And while William gets his hands dirty playing with garbage, I'm gonna be going on a shopping spree. I'm gonna be getting the best spray foam, aquarium, silicone, and carbonized cork that I can get my hands on. I want this to grow in quickly without too much effort, so I'm also going to add in a Automister. A lot of our materials I'm gonna get from Amazon, and we have affiliate links for most of our stuff that we'll put down in the description, and it's a really good way for you guys to support the channel, or if you're just curious what we buy.
Now that I've seen the tank and picked it up, I think I can use the dirt and the drainage layer from that, but I am gonna have to pick up a couple other materials. So I'm thinking a carbonized cork background might end up being the cheapest. I'm gonna grab a 1-inch thick sheet from Zoro along with some silicone. That'll cost me another $16 plus $5 for shipping. And this means that I only have $39 left. I'm gonna head over to Amazon for the rest of my materials and grab a random driftwood assortment, a super cheap light, and some black window tint to wrap around the outsides of the tank. This is gonna bring my total remaining budget to $0. So I am going to have to forage all the rest of my stuff.
I think a super unexpected way that I can really elevate my build is with lighting. It's a huge thing in the aquascaping community to spend hundreds and thousands of dollars on your light, but I don't see that so much in the Vivarium hobby. So I want to see if that's going to make a difference. So after a lot of researching, I don't want to go too crazy, but I am getting the most expensive light that we've ever bought, and it is a Chihiro's light. It is $172, which is almost twice of William's entire budget. This is definitely my biggest purchase for this build, and I'm really crossing my fingers that it will make a difference.
While Jane waits for all her materials to arrive, I'm gonna do my hardscape. First off, let's pour some water in my tank to make sure that it's watertight. I'm gonna leave it overnight to check for leaks, and this is so important if you're buying your tanks used. The absolute last thing you want is to scape your whole tank and then find out it leaks and floods your whole house. All right, it's leak proof. Let's actually get started. We're gonna kick Jane's butt.
Hey.
All right, so this is everything that $100 got me. All right, we've got the tank. We have got some drainage layer, we've got some substrate, we've got some driftwood, black silicone, a top light, black vinyl, and this cork panel right here, okay? I'm a little bit nervous, guys. I think this is gonna be definitely stretching it, but I can't let Jane win, so we're gonna lock in. I think we're gonna start off by just opening up this package right here and seeing what $18 gets us in driftwood on Amazon and see if there's anything we can do with it. Right off the bat, I'm a little worried because it doesn't look like very much, but I knew driftwood was going to be one of the more expensive things.
It looks pretty good.
Yeah, it's not bad, honestly. It's not large, but they're interesting shapes. I thought about trying to find my driftwood in the real world from forest and baking it and all that, but honestly, guys, it's more trouble than it's worth. Basically, unless you live somewhere where you can just go out and you can for sure find hardwood laying on the forest floor that hasn't deteriorated and already has all the bark stripped off and stuff. I don't know, I think it's just worth it to see what you can buy. Okay, we got 3 pieces. All right, here is my silicone. I'm gonna use this to glue everything down. This is not the good stuff that I normally like to use. It is not aquarium silicone, but it is 100% silicone, so it should still be animal safe. Just don't grab ones that have additives of some kind, like mold killer, grout killer, because those are gonna be toxic. Okay, we're just gonna pose around a little bit and try to find something appealing. This is kind of interesting. Something there. Maybe like 2 logs, like that there. This there. I'm propping the wood up with this plant pot so I can silicone it to the glass, and I'm using a healthy amount of silicone because my connection points are pretty small.
And do you think you'll be able to remove that pot?
I don't know. I didn't think about that.
Uh-huh. It's wrapping around.
We're working on a low budget.
Uh-huh.
That's okay, guys. Sometimes pots get cut. It's like, where to put this one? I'm liking something. That gives us honestly way more contact points to glue it in. While that silicone dries, we're going to sprinkle a little bit of that extra substrate that we got on it just to help blend it. Budget. But I can already tell it's going to be surprisingly good considering how little we're going to spend on it. I mean, normally I like to stuff these tanks so that they are just overflowing with hardscape, and we're pretty limited, but I don't know. Maybe we'll even pick up some cool rocks outside. Those are a lot easier to find. I could put it like here, so it's like a continuation almost. If I put it here, this way, so I have one more stick. Almost forgot this guy was in the old tank.
Okay, guys.
It's new.
Wow.
Jane thought I'd break this up.
Nice.
Now I've got all my sticks in here and I'm ready for my background. I'm gonna use carbonized cork. Okay, we have got only 1/2 inch cork panel. Normally I like to use way thicker, but we're gonna see what we can do with this. So let's start. I'm just breaking it up into sections and siliconing it straight to my background. In some spots, I'm layering 2 or even 3 flat pieces to try to make it a bit more 3D. And I'm getting silicone all over my hands because I don't have the budget for rubber gloves.
Scream! Scream!
I'm just trying to do a bit of a mosaic to cover all the exposed glass, starting with big pieces and working my way smaller and smaller. Since I don't have much hardscape, I'm using some of the cork to make ledges for some extra interest. Now that I've got everything covered, I'm actually going to rough up the carbonized cork. I'm peeling at it with my fingers so the surface isn't just completely flat. Honestly, the utility knife works pretty well for this. I can just scratch the surface and let little bits fall off. Would recommend over trying to peel with your fingers. While I scratch and scrape away, let's see how Jane's build is coming.
Whoa! Okay, my tank is here. I hope it arrived in good condition. It's my turn! Okay. I got some silicone. This is aquarium safe silicone. Materials will be linked down below in our Amazon storefront. I got this humidifier from Repti-Zoo. I have a 2-inch sheet of carbonized cork gloves. I also got a can of black Pond & Stone expanding foam. The black version is much better than their standard original, just for the aesthetic. This is Aquasoil. This is the, you know what brand we got? We decanted the Aquasoil, but this is Aquasoil. It will be linked down below. We have some sphagnum moss. We're gonna use this in our substrate layer and on the walls as well, perhaps. We have this, which is aquarium sponge. This is gonna be in our substrate layer. This is the Automister that I ended up getting. It's the one we usually use. I get to pull whatever hardscape I want from our bins, so I'm gonna go crazy. I really like the ghostwood and cork bark. I'm just gonna look through for some stuff that calls to me to get my creative juices flowing. It'd be cool. Don't really like this one, but I like this one. Don't really love this one, but we'll see. I think it could be walked in. I like the look of these.
You leave the audio and you know you're gonna put a British accent.
Okay, I apologize to the Brits. English is my second language, you know.
It's true.
I like this. I'm definitely gonna use this. I got these pots too. Now we're gonna be unboxing the tank. This is the new Pro, so we'll see how much we like it. Thank you to Cameron Quinn for showing us how to open this. There's a button here. When it's down, it means it's locked. Can't open this. Ah! You have to press the button, and then you're gonna press out here, and now it's open. Press to close and lock it. So it's too big. I think I'd want to cut this in half. I think I might only even use half of it. I don't know. I mean, the thing is, I think this one's more interesting, but I like that horizontal platform that was afforded by the other one. I don't know. This is hard, you guys. William makes it look easy, huh? Yeah, I feel like just a little basic scaper. I got a master over here. And then I'm gonna have to ask William to help break up my hardscape for me. I could do it myself, but you can break this in half for me. Nice. All right. We're gonna maybe do this kind of moment. Do we like that? Oh God. The $100 scape is gonna mog me. Now that I figured out some fun placements, I'm attaching all my sticks with our super strong hot glue. William gave me a hack, which is that he likes it when they layer on top like that. So we offer consultation services, guys. This is what that could get you. I'm feeling pretty good about this. It's the most wood per cubic area that we've ever crammed in, so I feel like it's good. Now it's time to do the background. I'm breaking out the carbonized cork to start. Just gonna do a little bit, just a little chunk. I'm having a hard time breaking it up into little bits. William always makes it look so easy. Let me break it down. Break it in half. Use fork. No. Okay, also, I just remembered I should probably attach the plant pots before I make the background. So I'm gonna sprinkle a few pots here and there for later. Oh yeah, that's spray foam time. So I'm supposed to shake this for a minute. Oh my god. Oh my god. You guys, I've never spray foamed before in my life. This is terrifying. Oh my god, this is terrifying. I'm gonna let the foam cure overnight. It's day 2 and we're gonna be peeling back the spray foam. This is the tedious part, isn't it? Peeling the foam is not as easy as it looks, or as easy as William makes it look. It's rather tiring, but I got this. Alright, I've blended the pots a little bit more into the background now, and the foam is locking my sticks into place really securely. It's silicone time! Today I'm going to be using aquarium safe black silicone. I'm just going to silicone my carbonized cork bits all over the background. I've been following our own videos and guides as a cheat sheet, so if you guys want to make backgrounds like this one, check out our various tutorials.
At this point, while Jane worked on the background, I was starting to sweat because it is looking really good and I'm worried that she's gonna win.
Duh. I'm gonna cover the exposed spray foam with some silicone and substrate to hide it. Oh my god, you guys. You guys. At this point, my tank is looking really good and I'm feeling super awesome. My hardscape is all done.
We both took our tanks outside and hosed them off before getting back to work. Heat-treated carbonized cork is covered with a thin layer of ash that you need to wash off before you add your plants and animals. I'm using peel and stick black vinyl to black out the outside of my tank so that no light can stream through. This is pretty simple. I just cut it to size, spray down the tank, peel the sticker off, and stick it on. I can remove air bubbles with this squeegee that came with the vinyl. Honestly, I'm really not sure if this was the best use of my budget. Maybe I should have tried to buy some black spray paint secondhand or something, but I do really love the clean look of the vinyl. I can trim it to be the exact perfect size with a razor. Here it is after blacking out the outside. I'm honestly really impressed with myself given how few resources I had. For the drainage layer, I'm using what I can from the previous owner. He used gravel for his drainage layer, so I will too. I'm pouring a good 1 to 2 inch thick layer at the bottom. Excess water is going to drain through the substrate and settle down here. To keep my substrate out of the drainage layer, I'm using window screen mesh. Thankfully, there was some in the old tank I took down, but if there wasn't, this stuff isn't too hard to find for cheap or even free. I added the old substrate back on top. I don't know exactly what is in it, but I can see bits of sphagnum moss, charcoal, and maybe cocoa fiber. I don't know. Hopefully it works. What are your thoughts?
That looks good, all right. I got some tough competition here.
Competition's getting fierce, guys. You guys might have noticed I don't actually have any money left for plants, so I have to get creative here. I went for a few walks in the woods, and I found a couple scraps of moss. I also majorly lucked out and I found a huge patch of creeping fig just growing on the side of the road. This stuff makes great vivarium plants, so I grabbed a few cuttings and I think that is going to be the only plant I have. To stretch my moss a bit, I am trying a slurry method. I'm gonna blend up all my moss with some soil and then paint it onto the walls. The tiny bits of moss should establish themselves and leave me with lush green walls. Maybe. I've never actually done this before, and from what I hear, it can take a long time. In case that doesn't work, I've still got a few real patches of moss to sprinkle around. I lucked out once again by finding some small wild type isopods in my moss patch. So those are going to act as my cleanup crew. Usually, healthy outside soil is going to have springtails in it too, so I'm hopeful some make their way in as hitchhikers. Because I don't have much budget for plants, time is going to really be my ally here. We each get a few months for our tanks to fully grow in, so hopefully my creeping fig and my moss can turn this into a lush jungle.
Let's see what an $8 light gets you.
Surprisingly bright given the price tag. I'm also going to sprinkle in a few final touches as we go, so I think that I'll still stand a chance at the reveal, but I'm gonna let Jane do her planting now.
So I want to get a really nice carpet of plants growing up my walls, so I'm going to stuff all the gaps in my carbonized cork background with damp sphagnum moss. This will help retain moisture and just give the extra spots for climbing plants to cling onto. I'm soaking it thoroughly and stuffing it in between pieces of carbonized cork. For my drainage layer, I'm using sponge. I think it looks really sleek, it's lightweight, and it has a ton of surface area. So we're going to be expanding the foam. Comes like this. Okay. So see how it's really thin? We're going to steam it on top of this once there's some more steam, and then we're going to expand it. You can also just wait and let this expand on its own, but this just speeds up the process. Okay guys, so after about 5 minutes, this is all ready to go. Now that that is done, I can cut it exactly to the footprint of my tank. Not perfect, but it'll do. I'm actually having a hard time fitting the sponge underneath my hardscape. Should I do it in halves? So I had to cut it in half. Perfect. Okay, I really like the look of this. It looks really nice and sleek, and I like the black versus Williams zero budget gravel.
Hey.
So for my substrate, I bought cocoa fibers, sphagnum moss, and aqua soil. I'm mixing them all together in this bucket with some water to rehydrate everything. And now I can add it right on top of the filter sponge. For plants and mosses, I was able to get whatever I wanted from local plant stores and radar grow out bins. So check out this moss selection. I'm not sure if everything will survive, but we're just gonna go for quantity and see what happens. I'm gonna start with this peperomia. I'm gonna do a few rabbit's foot ferns in the pots and one maiden's hair fern. I'm putting moss and Selaginella on the floor of the tank, and I'll sprinkle some more moss on the walls. I wanted climbing plants to be the star, so I won't go too crazy with the moss on the walls. I ended up buying both little and big sludge. I also have some Marcgravia that I'm hoping will climb on the walls. And then let's do oak leaf creeping fig too. This is one of my favorite plants. Okay, it's really coming together. I bought this bag of leaf litter, assortments, and botanicals, so let's sprinkle some on the floor. I got some springtails as my cleanup crew. These guys will roam the tank and break down mold and detritus to keep it clean. I'm also going to add some dairy cow isopods. To black out the tank, I'm going to be using the same black window tint as William. But I have an idea that I think could be cool. We've never done this before, but I want to see if we can make a live edge on the side walls, because I'm hoping to be able to see through the walls a little bit, but still match it to the hardscape. So let's see if this works. I'm going to trace and cut out the shape on paper first to see if I like it. I really like that, and I think that's worth the extra effort. Next, I'm gonna put some Automisters on here so that I'm not hand misting it all the time like William's gonna have to do. The Exo Terra Pro comes with a built-in track or slot for the tubing, which is super nice. My Chihiro's light is here, and it came in some really great packaging. I feel like it looks really good on the tank. There are a lot of settings to mess with for color values and stuff, and I think it makes the color really pop. Now I can forget about the tank for the next month while it grows in.
Must be nice. A few weeks later now, and I have been spraying my tank down twice a day, and Jane has just been sitting around doing nothing while her Automister takes care of things.
Hey.
Let's see how mine is growing in.
Okay, it's been a couple weeks. The creeping fig is growing in a lot.
These random wild type isopods that hitchhiked in seem to be doing well. They've gotten a lot bigger.
The moss slurry is growing on the walls, but it is rather slow, and this is not gonna get me full coverage in time. So I had to go foraging again. I'm gonna stick some of this moss I found to the walls. Hopefully that can get me back in this.
I'm going to put moss on almost all the walls because I am not waiting around for this slurry to grow in.
We still need something to put at the bottom here. I'm thinking leaf litter, which means we've got to go find some.
I lucked out and I found this magnolia tree in a parking lot. I like using magnolia leaves for leaf litter normally, so let's grab a few of these fallen leaves that aren't too gross or rotten.
Fresh magnolia leaves. Now, considering how many things from the outside world I've already just chucked in here, do I need to sterilize them? Probably not, but I'm gonna show you guys how you should sterilize leaves that you collect outside anyways. First, you guys are gonna wanna wash your leaves, which I've done off camera. You just wanna remove any obvious pests, spiders, mites, things that might be hitchhiking on them. And then you wanna thoroughly dry your leaves before you put them into your tank. I like to do this with an oven. You can use like a small oven like this or just a big normal oven. You can also boil your leaves, you can microwave them. I like to leave that crunch. So we're gonna bake ours super quick. Get a little bit of tin foil. I just lay them out flat and bake them at around 200 to 350. I'm baking them at 350 for 15 minutes. When you do this for the first time, you're gonna wanna keep an eye out for smoke or burning, because you don't wanna set your house on fire, obviously, so keep an eye on it the whole time, and when you're doing it for the very first time, maybe start at a lower temperature, like 200, and bake them for a little bit longer. All right, and now everything smells burnt and disgusting, so it's probably ready. Ooh, hot, hot, hot. All right, look at those black and crispy leaves. Let's see if we can spruce up that bottom of the tank. These magnolia leaves should be nice and crunchy now. Listen to that. Ooh. Satisfying, huh? Some finishing touches. I found this cool stick covered in moss, so maybe we can look like that's falling down or something.
Okay, so let's see how my tank is doing. Okay, not bad, not bad. A little bit of dieback here and there, like from this fern, but I'm just gonna trust the process, so I'm not gonna replace it. I'm gonna chop off some of these dead leaves and wait for it to adjust to the Vivarium. I'm also gonna sprinkle a little bit of Pilea Depressa or tiny tears. Hopefully it does really well because I want it to cover the walls. Okay, actually I'm gonna go get a bunch more Vivarium plants, BRB. I really want to incorporate the hydrocotyl. Not sure where. I'm gonna add some hydrocotyl. It is a favorite aquarium plant of mine, but it should do well in vivariums too. I'm not super experienced taking cuttings from plants, but I've seen William do it, so here it goes. Okay guys, here's what I think I'm supposed to do. I'm gonna just snip. It's hard. Okay, I'm gonna bundle this together like this. And plant it. I'm also gonna throw in a bunch more climbing plants like some rare Selaginella and some more Marcgravia cuttings. I'm just going to let the plants fight it out on the walls and see what grows. And as long as I have the budget for all these plants, why not, right? Okay, both the tanks have had plenty of time to grow in, so it's time for a grand reveal and for you guys to choose which one is your favorite down below.
I'm super happy with mine, guys. I'm honestly really impressed. Starting out with only $100, I did not think that I would be able to achieve something this good. I think it really looks like a kind of overgrown forest. My strategy was kind of just to cover everything with moss because I didn't really have a budget for plants, and I like that look. I think it's good. I definitely lucked out by getting a used vivarium that had some stuff so I could save some money on like the drainage layer and the dirt. But even then, I think my budget was stretched really tightly. The creeping fig has grown so much. It has probably quadrupled in size and it's growing up most of the walls now. I think if I just leave this tank, the longer and longer I let it grow, the better and better it's going to look. So I am really happy with it. For a $100 tank, I could not ask for better than this. If I had more money, I would throw in just 1 or 2 ferns in here and maybe 1 more big stick to kind of tie everything together. I do think that there's something to be said for a simple tank with only 1 kind of plant and a few kinds of moss. I think it's kind of nice to have that simplicity.
I'm really impressed by your tank, William. I think it looks really, really good. Like I would not have, like if you like showed me this tank, I wouldn't be like, oh yeah, he did that for $100.
Thank you. I'm really impressed with your tank, but let's see what everyone else thinks.
I really like how my tank turned out. I think a lot of things really made a difference, and I really think the budget made a big difference because I was able to have so many different types of plants, which adds so much texture and interest, and it didn't matter so much if some things died off. But I actually do think a lot of things have flourished, like the hydrocaudal. It has runners everywhere. The baby tears is spreading everywhere, pretty much covering, I would say, almost like 1/3 to half of the background at this point. The ferns had some die back, but they've bounced back, so I think everything is doing really well. The Selaginella is doing good, especially on the ground. I really like the hardscape. I think it looks really good. I like the live edge. I think that was a good call. One side I think I'm happier with than the other, but it's still pretty good. I'm really proud of how this turned out, especially because it was my first tank.
And I think it might be my favorite tank in the house.
Having access to all the different materials really helped elevate it. Having the light was really helpful, probably for plant growth as well as just how the tank looks.
If you guys look at these tanks side by side, it is so clear how much of a difference the light makes. I mean, it is just insane. It looks like there isn't even a light on my tank when they're next to each other. So kudos to you for that light placement. And I think actually Jane's research in buying this more expensive light and everything is going to change how we do things moving forward. I think that we are going to start investing in better lights for all our setups, because I mean, I'm stunned. When I started this, I thought that the light did not matter very much. And I was like, okay, I'll just grab an $8 light. I've used these lights before on these setups. I think in isolation that the $8 light looks really good. Like, I'm happy with how this looks. But just comparatively, when I see it next to Jane's tank, I'm like, oh my gosh, there's literally no comparison. If I had more budget, maybe I would just spend even twice as much on a light, and maybe that would be worth it. Let's see how much of a difference the light makes. Let's swap lights. I think I would stand a much better chance if I had Jane's light. That looks incredible. That looks insane.
All in all, I'm really proud of both of us. I think we did a really good job. But let us know what you guys think down below. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you like this video, please make sure to give it a like. Comment down who you thought won the challenge below. Make sure to subscribe if you haven't already. Hype up the video, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye.